I think it's really nice to have a full complement of guys. Last year we were shorthanded, and sometimes it was difficult to practice with a smaller roster. This year it's been really exciting because I think the guys have done a great job working hard every day. And, despite having a roster of 17 people, we have been practicing with 12 recently because we've had a number of injuries. So we have a number of guys who have started the year on the PUP list, so to speak, and it's put us a little bit behind the eight ball as far as numbers because we thought we'd have a full complement, and that has not been the case. But the guys who have been okay and not injured have done a terrific job. They've given us their best effort every day, and I feel like we're getting to know a lot of the newcomers. We have a number of new faces, so having that situation has really forced us to spend some time doing team building both on and off the court, and I think we have a lot of character within the group, and I think we have a lot of guys who want to put the team first and put their own agendas outside the door, hopefully, and we're hoping that that's going to translate into a great year.
I think one of the positives from last year was we do have 7 guys returning this year. Because we only had 9 guys last year, we have a really close-knit group from last year. I think a lot of new guys have acclimated well to the team. Obviously, from the 2 scrimmages, we're a very versatile team. All the guys we have playing are pretty much the same size, same skill level, can do a lot of things on the court, can play multiple positions offensively and defensively. I think that's one of our strengths this year. I definitely lead by example. I try to come in every day and just work really hard, and I think in the games I play harder than pretty much anyone else on the court. I'm also an extremely selfless player, being a pass-first point guard, so I'm really team-oriented. I think that's carried over to everyone else on the team. I think we have a few leaders on the team, whether it be some underclassmen. I think everyone's pretty responsible and cares a lot about winning, so that helps in general. I just try to, bring people over the side if I see something I see and try to help them out. I do have a tendency to get into guys sometimes because I'm pretty passionate, care a lot about winning, but I think the guys know that I only do that because I really do care about the team and them individually, and know that they can, do better in certain spots, or they have the talent to kind of turn into better players. That's why I get hard on them sometimes.
In terms of the culture, we're just trying to get to a point where we know that we're going to all have the same goal of individually getting better incrementally on a daily basis, and that our team goal is to be greater than the sum of our parts. And I think that as long as we're going to really be a next play team that flushes the last play, whether it was good or bad, and give everything into the precious present, and be focused on doing our job on every play. I know it's a number of cliches there running through, but it's really the truth. We need to be competing on every play because we have good talent, but we don't have elite talent. So we have to be greater than the sum of our parts by focusing on every play and being a good defensive team that, is a good team, defensive group, but also continues to improve daily on an individual basis.
We kind of talk as a team about having no regrets. I think that's playing hard every play, making sure you do your best, whether it be in practice or in the game, no matter how much time you're playing. Just try to be the best teammate every day. Obviously, it's hard to make guarantees because, like you said, it's a long season with injuries. A lot of stuff can happen. But like I said, the versatility we have, the depth and the talent, I think we can win a lot of games. There's no one in the country that I think we don't stack up against, and I think we should have a pretty successful year.
Guys have pretty lofty goals, but we haven't really sat there and put them up on the board. I think that we're trying to be what we can be each day, and then obviously we'd like to be a top 3 finisher in the new MAC if we can, because that gets you the bye. So I think that's a big goal. I think in the non-conference, it's an incredibly competitive non-conference. I mean, we have Skidmore and Rhode Island College and Thomas in our invitational tournament. Rhode Island College has been the NCAA's 7 straight years. Skidmore's been a very good team in their league. From there, we're going to be playing Bowdoin at some point. We're going to be playing Amherst, who's the defending national champion. And we still have the Big Four Challenge with Brandeis, Salem, and Tufts, who are all, traditional New England powers. So, and then we're bringing Colorado College in for a December game. So, it's going to be an incredibly challenging day, game to game, you know. So I think that our schedule is going to be, full of different challenges, but good teams to get us ready for the new MAC. And within the new MAC, we sent 3 of 7 teams to, the national tournament last year. Obviously, we've been very competitive on a national basis as a conference. Adding Emerson gives us, an 8th team, so I think that's going to change. That's a whole new set of, issues because we haven't played Emerson for 2 years. So knowing that Jim O'Brien is, a former, outstanding Division I coach, you're not going to be in a situation where there's any easy games. The new MAC, and that's why we play such a challenging non-conference schedule, so we can be competitive in new MAC play, game in and game out.
I know, me personally, I think everyone else on the team, you want to play the best players, the best teams out there. Especially Division III basketball, you're not playing on national TV, so one of the ways to be recognized as a team or individually is playing against the best players or beating the top teams. So I think it's great we play a tough non-conference schedule. I think that will just prepare us when we move into the playoffs or hopefully the NCAA tournament, stuff like that, playing in those tough games. Becoming mentally tough, working together as a team and trying to get through those hard moments when you have to get a stop or stuff like that when you're playing against the top teams early on kind of prepares you for later on in the season.